Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Yeah. Alright, this is good. I was just watching Daily Dose. What's it called? Let me find out. Daily Dose of Internet. Yeah, just watching one of his ones. It was brilliant. It was really funny. So that was a real blessing. Yeah, I think God led me to that. That was good. Yeah, it really was. Some of them are very, very sweet. But this one was, perfect. Just what I needed at that moment, really, I think, yeah. Yeah, just come back from that the men's meeting earlier, and yeah. Oh, I was saying to God, I never felt so bloody invisible. Truly. Well, I was picked up to go because it was at somebody else's house in a few towns away, but basically about 15 miles away. Not too far, but just in case I wouldn't have found the address, they said, okay, then someone will pick me up. So it's a leader with this other chap, and basically the whole way there, I was invisible. So it was like, okay. I wasn't quite as invisible when we got there. Not quite as invisible. On the way back, again, invisible. They were talking about subjects that I was quite knowledgeable about. Yet, no. I stayed out of it because if they won't even acknowledge I'm there, I'm not going to actually try and push myself into a conversation. No. But then, because we're supposed to do 2 chapters of this book, The Measure of a Man, today, and we only got 1 done. So the leader basically turned to me and said, will you do chapter 3? Take care of chapter 3. Because I think next time it's chapter 2, might be chapter 3 as well, or chapter 3 later. Yeah, whatever. And after we did that, there was a bit of talking, and I shared one of the points because during the time when one of the chaps, Dave, shared what his goals are, one thing he put was a clean mind. So I said, okay. I said, I basically had the same thing where I was introduced to lust at the age of 7. Been a major problem through my life, and really is the last couple of days I've said, right, okay, let's, Father, turn that lustful eye into an eye that sees people how you do. Yeah. It's more focused on love than lust. And anyway, so again, were they that bothered? Certainly the leader and the person I was in the car with, that bothered that I shared it? No. I could have shared nothing, and I don't think they would have noticed really. But on the way back, I was speaking to Father about it, and I said, maybe the problem is maybe they think I'm just a person of words, because I have shared quite a lot. And I have shared stuff, like when it talks about goals. I said, well, my goal is to be more like Father. I said, the main goal, certainly with regards to that, is eventually so that people will say he looks just like his dad. And I think when I say things like that, I think they think that I think I'm some sort of super spiritual, and it's just words. So I said to God, okay, I'll let you do the words now. I won't do the words. Yeah, guess what chapter 3 is about? It's about lust, basically. So, oh, come on, really? I basically said, well, I won't really say anything. And it's now a subject that I really do understand very, very well indeed. Oh, God, really? Really? Oh, I want to say as little as possible now. That's the point now. Certainly in that sort of environment, I want to say as little as possible now. I really do. I want to do, but I don't really want to say anymore. I want God to be the one who says. And chapter 3 is all about what I also shared today. So it's like, oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I can probably do that really quickly though, because there's one point in chapter 3 where it's talking about the book's talking about a person that he knew, and he knew from when he was very, very young, and when he was coming of age, his father, I think the father would have been quite rich. His father basically took this boy to a prostitute and paid the prostitute and basically said, can you teach him what he needs to know? And the father then put the prostitute on retainer so that the boy could keep going to her to learn how to be good in bed and stuff like that. The problem is, as he grew up, he kept on going back to prostitutes, and when he got married, he still went back to prostitutes. And his wife understood that in their culture, that's what men, generally speaking, do. But the book then says that when he became more of a Christ follower, through Bible study and through prayer, he started to understand that that wasn't who he was supposed to be, and he was finding the strength to not do that anymore. So, I think it's the case for me to focus on that point. Problem, solution. Focus on solution, and that's it. Well, if I'm going to be invisible, then I might as well just say as little as possible so that I don't remember it. Yeah. It really is as simple as that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, put it this way, Dave, the older Dave, lovely man. He's a lovely man. I think I first met him on... Blinking good question. Might have been Sunday, actually. But he then came and sat next to me on Tuesday, at the thing on Tuesday. But a lovely man. Really loving, very kind, considerate, compassionate. Lovely person, got a good nature. So I like him. And I think he would go out of his way to notice people. But basically, what is quite funny about it is, a lot of people are saying, you need to get into relationships, you need to go to a church, you need to be around other people. But the problem is, I'm less lonely here on my own than I was today. On that car journey, I was far more lonely then than I am normally on my own. Because on my own, I have my praise and worship on. Certainly in the car, I have my praise and worship on. I'm praising God. I'm spending time with God. Couldn't do that. Not my car. Someone else's car. So, yeah. Weird. Yeah. Again, this is why being in church is not a great situation. It's because of the fact that most of the time, as I've said before, you've got to be there for a long time. And you've got to be shown as, for people to actually want to bother to notice you. Is that the way it should be? No. But that is the way it is. That is the reality. In a lot of places, that is just the reality. And it's like, okay. But that's the point. I have no interest in playing that game at all. No interest in playing that game at all. If people don't want to notice me, then okay, don't. Don't. I don't care. There's one that I want to notice me, or if he notices me, that's cool, and that's Father. That's it. You know. Yeah, that's cool. That'll do for me. You know, anyone else is a bonus, really. Yeah. Yeah. But as I say, that's the point. Anyone else is got to be someone who enhances my life, who makes my life better. And yeah, if that isn't the case, well then, okay. Yeah. I'm not going to be concerned about it because that is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. If the people in charge want me to be quiet, I'll be quiet. Yeah. Well, what I want to do anyway, and I think I probably have mentioned this already, is I want to listen more. I need to listen to God a damn sight more, but I want to listen to people a lot more. Because it is very much the case that, well, put it this way, if you want to speak into people's lives, you need to know their lives to be able to speak into their life. So, yeah, a period of time of listening, I think. That's what I want to do. Because, yeah, that'd be good for me, and it'd certainly be good for other people if I can do that. You know, if you just listen. Yeah. That'd be so incredibly cool. Because it is constantly tempting to share. Especially this point about relationship with Father. And we're supposed to go through Yeshua. It's incredibly tempting to keep sharing that. Because I know how big a thing that is. And I know how much of a blessing it will be to people if they receive it. But, yeah. As I say, if I'm not... If my life isn't reflecting that, and I haven't built relationships with people, there's two ways people are going to receive that. Either through me building relationships with them, and them getting to know that I'm not going to try and lead them down a bad path, or if my life is reflecting that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, if my life is reflecting that, then they're going to want it. Or if through love, and they know it's through love, that I'm sharing that, then they're going to want it. So it's like, okay. Yeah. Fine. Cool. Yeah. I actually think it's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, what happened today? I found it quite funny. Yeah. Yeah. I think you can probably tell that. Yeah, I'm not concerned about it in any way, shape or form. I'm not saying this as a way of saying feel sorry for me, woe is me, sort of thing. No. No, yeah. So, yeah. That's it, I think. You know, try and sink a bit more into the background. Yeah. Well, certainly with regards to sharing, you know, just don't share as much now. Well, I say, if it's my job to do chapter 3, then okay, we can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that can be done, but it can be done in a way that really is. Certainly not about me. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. It is what it is. Yeah. As I say, my job is to point to him. My job is not to point to me. And if people think I'm trying to do that, then okay. Let's back off a bit. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Have a fantastic rest of the week and a fantastic weekend ahead. Yeah, so there you go. I will speak to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.